Hello there, baby doll sprinkles. More about cycles is what you need. It's what you need to hear about as we move into a new birth of crypto, the recovery wave, or as I like to call it, disbelief and hope over and over. Something very interesting I want to bring to your attention. One of the NFT doodles, apparently everyone's saying that they're rugging everyone. Carpet rug for people who are new. Basically, it means to either directly pull the project or just quit. And a lot of ramifications here. I have no NFT experience. Very, very small. I am not in many NFT discords. I participated in a few, but I'll be honest, I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get early enough in 2021. I knew there was money somewhere, but I couldn't for the life of me bring myself to buy JPEGs. I was calling the top in December 2021 and January 2022. And I think now I like them because they have had enough depression. So this Doodles project, yes, some people say they're rugging. I don't know the full details and I don't really care. At the end of the day, I just like it, NFTs as a whole, because everyone's down 99%. We're in the depression. Let's go back to the Wall Street cheat sheet. Crypto as a whole moves together, but some sectors are going to be ahead and others are going to be behind. If you can identify this, you can make really good returns. And this is what my job is here for you to do, all right? I'm here to work for the people. I love you, you love me, friendship, kindness, justice. What I've noticed is, well, I don't even know, not even what I noticed, everyone knows, NFTs peaked in January 2022, around here. NFTs went nuts. January, their final volume spikes, like they did this huge volume spike. That's what it looked like. It was very late. It was the last thing to go. And to refresh your memory, or if you're new here, welcome. If you go back to 2017, the final euphoric alt season happened in January 2018, which is right here. So, very interesting, okay? Bitcoin topped out in 2017, and then it went down in the next month and did this little retrace. That's when alts had their final euphoric explosion. This is where I think the coin Verge went 1000x. Ethereum went from $900 and it peaked at $1,400. So it completed the cycle. Many other altcoins topped around there. That was the final gasp. So remember that. Bitcoin went down and retraced. You notice something here? Interesting, right? Bitcoin was going down and, I mean, look at this retrace, barely anything. By February, it was already done. This is basically what it did. This is why we basically got scammed in this cycle. There was some sort of scamming, thievery, something evil in the background what happened. So that's what happened, right? Bitcoin went down and on the retrace, the final retrace, there was a euphoria wave. All of us in crypto thought that the final euphoria wave would appear in altcoins. And unfortunately, we all got a rude awakening. We did not get them in altcoins. Instead, they went to JPEGs. That's right, JPEGs. And everybody was really salty because they'd waited 4 years and it was over. You know, I feel so sorry. There were people holding XRP and many other coins for so long. I mean, even Bitcoin sucked, really. So many coins sucked. It's very unfortunate. So I want to get ahead of the game. I was not buying altcoins in the depression phase from the start since 2018 and 19. I was just in Bitcoin because I had no experience. I didn't know where to look. I had no information source. I didn't know who to trust. Didn't even know what Twitter was. Didn't use Twitter. Didn't know how to use YouTube. And now we're in a different place. And even back then, I think you would have chosen the wrong crypto. That's the sad part, friends. If you were buying the depression at the end of 2018 and in the first quarter of 2019, so if you were buying the depression where Bitcoin was, if you bought, so I'm talking about this phase here, unfortunately, you got destroyed. in most of the coins that were available. Because Uniswap was not invented here. Nobody was using MetaMask. No one. The majority of the crowd, they didn't know what was going on. There was no BNB. There was no DeFi. Nothing was out yet. It was very bare bones. Yep, it did start. There was MakerDAO, Ethereum. They were doing the very, very basics. Because no one knew it was going to really take over the world and everything else go to zero by comparison. So I can show you, for example, the Litecoin ETH chart just to show you how wrong you were. This can get very scary. So please don't jump out of your chair. But yes, this is what happened, right? This is a regular chart. So that's what happened. Like, just imagine you're like, hey, Litecoin did well. This was your logic, right? Litecoin did well in 2013 and then 2017. And now you're buying it in the third cycle, but you don't know it's a curse because I don't exist yet. You don't know it's a curse, and congratulations, you're down 93% against Ethereum. That's today. So oh man, that hurts so much. And look, it never came back. Look, it's still in a bear market, going down, down, down. Very, very sad. And that's a very unfortunate thing. So Litecoin, I think it gave you like a couple of 100x in the first cycle. And then it gave you, I think, a 100x or a 60 to 100x in the second cycle. Juicy, right, for 2017. But then you come to buy it in that depression phase that I talked about and you get nothing. It was the wrong move. It was the wrong move, friends. Many other coins I can give you examples of as well. XRP, wrong move. Only very few amount of coins actually made it at this point. Cardano made it. And I'm struggling to even think of anything else. Everything else just went to zero. Stellar didn't make it. EOS didn't make it. There's so many coins trapped. You had to buy Cardano and Doge pretty much. And there was no way you were buying them when you saw there's like 50 coins to choose from. Very unfortunate. So the actual winning move was to buy Bitcoin, actually. Because in this rally, Bitcoin overperformed Ethereum. That's funny, right? So Ethereum ends up doing really good and the right move to do was buy Bitcoin. But that's because it had a real different makeup of people couldn't see the vision of DeFi and stuff. Then the DeFi stuff got made and now you have Uniswap and everything else here and DeFi season came and it started a whole world of everything. So if you make the wrong move, you can still get crushed. That's why we've got to be careful. So I've made videos here. So this is doodles. We're learning. So what I've seen from this is, okay, NFTs are clearly in the depression phase. Teams are capitulating. But I'm still on the back foot. See, I've made some SHIB videos because I think I have enough confidence here where I'm like, friends, I've done enough research. The SHIB community is ultra giga strong and they've only had one cycle. So now they might have one more cycle of rebirth. I've made 3 SHIB videos. This is about the only NFT thing I can trust because I want to buy at a huge discount. That's what I want to buy. And these are on the floor. You can watch the videos, feel free, and you can see that the valuations of them are very, very low. The SHIB coin itself is also low. What I don't like about a lot of the other NFTs is how little they've dropped against Ethereum. The NFTs very disappointed me because I would love to own CryptoPunks and all these other ones and have a lot of NFTs of the high quality stuff, but they're too strong. I did not think I'd be saying this. They've held up their value. So you can't see these, but a lot of these sales for CryptoPunks, you have to go to the Lava Labs website, but last sale, 90 ETH, 100 ETH, like nobody is capitulating here. I want to see recently sold. Nobody is giving these away for it's still 72 Ethereum. They've only dropped by 50% against Ethereum. The peak was maybe 140 ETH. Now it's down to 72 ETH. We can do better. Even the apes, the monkeys, their floor price is here, 64 Ethereum. I think it peaked at 140. So they're down 60 to 70%. That's not good enough for me, personally. I want deep value. 50 to 60% off, especially against Ethereum, which is strong. To me, that's still a bit dangerous if you're going to do something like that. SHIB, for example, why I didn't want to buy SHIB coin itself is SHIB, it's only down 72% against Ethereum. So I can even show you here. SHIB itself, you can see, this is the chart, okay? And you can just have a look here. If we measure top to bottom, look, it's only down 72%. It's not good enough for me. Even in the capitulation of last year, hit down 76%, comes back. Like, this is not, I want deep, man. I want deep. Give it to me. Give it to me naughty. Like, give me a 90%. I don't know if we'll ever get there. So I don't know if I want to participate in something where I have to pay up that much. That's just me. Other people out there exist. That's why I'm like, well, can I gain other exposure? That's why I'm like, hey, I'm going to take a chance. Lottery ticket on the SHIB ecosystem. I think that's available for us. Because at the end of the day, we're here to play the cycle. And different sectors move at different speeds. At the end of the day, you can see this, right? So you can now visualize everything right here. NFTs, since they peaked last, right here, they are in the depression still here. You can feel now the rest of the crypto cycle, everybody's still in disbelief and they don't know it yet. And they're slowly getting out of depression. Things are slowly turning around. I mean, Bitcoin right here, I don't know what. By the time you see this video, Bitcoin is 27,300. Like, we're not at 15K anymore. Okay, it's a different mindset now. We're slowly moving into disbelief. And to reiterate, once everybody knows it's disbelief, that's when the hope dump comes. We're like, oh, it's disbelief. Nope, you got too much hope. And then it's like, oh, disbelief. Nope, you got too much hope. So it's obviously not going to be that exact same pattern, but that's how it goes. Until we're finally rinsed everyone enough to go to optimism, which they say rally is real, which might be we actually break that high, which is 70K. So I like the fact that the NFTs, it's a very new market. Everybody who participated is deeply down in their bags, which is fantastic. I'm still going to wait because remember, I gave you this example of what happened in the previous crypto market. Yes, you were right if you got the timing, but you were not rewarded for your risk. You got destroyed compared to everything else. You were better off waiting. That's why I still prefer have so much dedication and focus to our core bags. A lot of views. You have Bitcoin, Ethereum. You got the Pulse Chain ecosystem. You got Chainlink. You might like other DeFi, Cardano, whatever it is you choose. I strongly recommend, if it's a strong community, don't even bother rotating into anything out unless it's like tiny lottery tickets. We're still too early. Because what I noticed about the NFT crowd is they are extremely emotional. Like, they will pay ridiculous amounts of money for a JPEG, but it's got to be hot, and it's got to be hot today. It's got to be hot this month, next month. It can't be old. There's no chance to turn these around. Once something goes from uncool, it's very hard to make it cool again in the NFT world, I've noticed. They've only had one cycle. It's very new. So I'm still watching out. The only NFT set I can reasonably participate in is that SHIB one. And I made the videos here for you. There's nothing else I want to commit to. And I think it's important that we just stay grounded because in this next phase, you definitely do not want to touch your portfolio at all. Don't even look at it while you're in the disbelief phase. You will regret it because you might be standing in front of a face-ripping rally without even knowing. Till next time, friends.